Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Libra. Wherever it may be in your chart, whether it's your sun, your rising, your moon, it's in your 4th house, your 6th house. If you feel compelled to watch this reading, this is for you. Okay, this is for the 2nd week of December 2019, or whenever you may be watching it. There's a message that will resonate, hopefully. And we are starting out this week with the Keepers of the Light Oracle card, and we'll go in the main reading with the Psychic Tarot. And I must tell you guys, I'm not doing any clarifications this time around to keep the reading short, because I've noticed that people watch just about half the duration of the reading, so we'll try to keep it shorter for you guys so you get to watch the whole reading to get the full message. So no clarification. And let me know what you guys think about the new way, okay? And let's see what message Spirit have for you, Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for Libra. Okay, this is the longest I've had to shuffle. You guys know this cards I pre-shuffle, right? I pre-shuffle and meditate on your energy. So I just did a little shuffling on camera and allow the cards to come out. But oh, there we go. I was gonna say one more shuffle and then I will pick up. There it is. At the bottom we have Hilarion for you, Libra, and it says divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Retreat to recharge and heal. During this time, especially if some of you have been overdoing it, overcompensate, overextending yourself, helping other people, Spirit is telling you to really take some time for yourself, to retreat so you can recharge your batteries, so you can recharge yourself spiritually, okay? Take some time for yourself here. Honor your sensitivity, okay? And Freya is the card that came out for you. Phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Illusions are revealed and released. And here we have this that she has a moon behind her, right? And with that bird, I believe this is a crow, and that is the Keepers of Knowledge, right? We have there's a sense here. There's divine intuition. There's like deep intuition that's gonna lead you to some discovery here, to reveal some truth that were being kept hidden in the shadow of the moon, perhaps in the depth of your subconscious, because the moon is also subconscious energy that's gonna come to the forefront here. And we have a full moon in Gemini coming up in a couple of days, during the for the 11th or 12th, depending on where you are in the world. We have a full moon in Gemini happening. So phases and cycle. So there's every ending ushers in a new beginning. Spirit is telling you to not be afraid to let go of old cycle, old ways of being, old ways of relating. There are truths that are being revealed that is going to erase, that's going to make you understand certain illusions, okay? So during this time here, take some time for yourself, Libra. Some of you really need to withdraw your energy from other people, to become a recluse, almost to withdraw your energy so you can really receive those messages. I feel like this is a repeated message for you, Libra. I feel like I have a similar message for you, if not last week, a couple of weeks ago. I'm pretty sure it was you, Libra. And here we have the waiting game. This is the Two of Fire. The Two of Fire is usually a card of making decision. Now this card just flew out, and right on top of that wood chakra crystal stick, crystal stick here. So this is telling me that some of you may be feeling a sense of ungroundedness. You may be feeling like you're not grounded. okay? And the 2 here is usually 2 or 5 is about making a decision. And here I like this imagery. We have a tree in those in that cylinder, and in the we see the roots here have formed, and on top the tree is growing. So for some of you, if you've been waiting for a decision to be made, for someone to make a decision, or for you to make a decision, you've been going around and around in circle. We see that man walking around and around in circle, or it's something in regards to a decision that have spent different lifetimes, okay? Like it seems like it's been a long time waiting, because the trees usually depicts a long time, okay? And the way that man is walking, actually it seems like they're standing facing this way now. It's almost like there's an acceptance that needs to take place. Someone needs to accept something. Some of you Libras, you need to accept something. You need to accept some truth of something, okay? And I feel like that's why Spirit is asking you for divine healing, for you to take some time to recharge yourself, to retreat, because your light can help other people, and you cannot help other people if you're out of balance yourself. You cannot help other people if you're not rooted yourself, okay? Because the root chakra I felt, he's telling me you're not feeling grounded. You're off balance during this time. And this is the card that came out, and it came out in reverse, okay? This is the 8 of Earth, and it says here positive movement forward. Positive movement forward. It came out in reverse, meaning that there's a standstill. And I was looking at this guy going around circle, and I noticed, and then Spirit pulled my attention. No, he's not moving, he's standing. He's not going like this, he's standing facing in the inner spiral here, inner part of that where the cylinders are here. So staring at the decision, staring at that tree growing into this. It's almost like you've been waiting for so long, where the scent have, like, I guess, like moisture have been created inside the cylinders and connecting with the scents, and now you have a tree. That's how long you've been waiting, okay? Going through like all the cycles of cycles, perhaps different even life cycles, okay? So for some of you, it's been a long time waiting. There's a standstill here, someone not making a decision, someone not wanting to make a decision. Now that person is just standing. There's no movement happening. Because I'm like, they've been going so, and I look back, I'm like, wait, they're standing now. They're standing. They're facing that way. So there's no movement. There's no positive movement going forward. And perhaps it needs to be, you need to take that pause, to stop going in circle, to take a moment to pause, to not be moving, because that's what they're being asked here, to honor your sensitivity, to retreat, to take some time to yourself, to retreat, to stop overdoing, overextending, overreaching, to take a moment for yourself so you can retreat, because so many people perhaps depend on you, perhaps so you're doing so much for so many people. And because it says your light can support others, yes, for your light to support others, you have to be grounded and rooted and being good. You have to be good within yourself. You have to be able to support yourself. And number 8 here is the card of transformation. It's 8th house energy, ending and beginning, right? A scorpionic energy, and that's what we had with that Freya card. It says here with every, this is a beginning with every ending, right? A beginning with every ending. And by the way, I did notice that your candle just went off here, just that the end for that candle. So for some of you, there is something that's really ending during this time. It's because it has to. There's no more leg to go on. It has to. And for some of you, if you've been overextending yourself, you feel like you have no more leg to go on. You're doing too much. You're off-footed. You need to take a moment to allow that ending to take place, so you can bring in a new beginning, so you can refresh yourself, so you can come out again feeling fresh. Okay? So you can receive the messages that are coming towards you, so you can see the truth, because there's something here. There's a sense of an illusion here. There's an illusion that's happening. And 2, we have another here, movement, choices, decision. What I say, movement, choices, decision. You have 2. You have another card of movement again. This is a 2. This is about making a decision, making a choice, making a decision. Here, there's a standstill. The 2 of fire, usually that's when that decision is made. Okay, the Two of Fire usually it's like I'm gonna choose my one, I'm gonna pick it, that's it. Here there's a standstill. It's this is still in motion. It's been, the wedding game has been so long that there's a tree inside that cylinder. I can't remember how they call it, that thing you can you mark time by just, you know, shifting it around. It's like someone has given up trying to shift it around because there's just no movement. You're just stuck. Here again, positive. This is the card, the Eight of Earth. Positive movement ahead. It came out in reverse, and I do not shuffle my cards in reverse. I take them in reverse. If they fall out in reverse like this came out in reverse. So stand still, movement not happening. And the last card you have here is another 8, major arcana number 8. It's called Power on in this deck. It's also known as the Strength card in the traditional tarot. This is the card of Leo. And we see this man showing up here, half man, half lion, right? And look at the lion's eye, the part of the face that has the lion. It's a green, heart chakra energy, seeing things through the heart lens, through the love lens, if you will. Things being reflected from a love space. So if there's a decision you make during this time, Libra, there's something here that you've been contemplating, you've been doing so much, and you feel like you have to choose a path. The first thing is to allow the ending to take place. Is to allow things to transform. Is to allow the transformation to happen, okay? To allow that a cycle to come to an end. To go with the flow of life. To go with the flow of cycle. To not push when you need to stop, right? We cannot try to harvest in the winter time. No, this is the time for rest. This is the time for us to perhaps even enjoy the fruit of our labor, the things that we have been storing during harvest season to enjoy while we cannot go out and do things, right? And so the winter time is the time to rest, to repose, to meditate, to find or to stay inside in the warmth of a home, because outside it's too cold. Literally. So we cannot do that. So to go through the phases of life, to understand the phases of your own life, we all have our own life cycle, okay? And how your phases, the phases of your own life in regards to those of the people that are closest to you, to be able to pay attention to your own sensitivity, to your own needs, as in when that inner voice is telling you, like, Libra, it's time to, you know what, you've been around these people to me, it's time to take a call. Like, if that person said that, then one more time, this is time for you to withdraw your energy, okay? If that person asks you to do one more thing, this is time for you to withdraw your energy, to honor your sensitivity. Yes, your light can help others, but you cannot help others if you're off balance. You cannot help others if you feel stuck, or you cannot choose your own path. You cannot make a decision. You feel like you're in a waiting game, waiting for this to happen, waiting for that to happen, waiting for this person to show up, waiting for that person to do this, right? There's a sense of here, illusions are revealed and released. Illusions are revealed and released during this full moon. Full moon time is the best time to release negativity. During this full moon in Gemini time, release any negativity, release anything that you've been any negative way of thinking that you've been harboring, release any illusions, especially illusions in regards to decisions that you need to make, regarding illusions regarding to decisions that you need to make, the things that are available to you. Because what's facing you here, oh my goodness, I picked this up, look what's at the bottom, another 2. This is the 2 of air, mental conflict. So you have 3-2 here. Some of you really have 2 minds about something. You're trying to, 2 is also about finding balance, trying to find your balance here about something. The root chakra fell for you of the ground here, okay? This is the 2 of earth. 2 of earth is a card of, yes, you need to make a decision, you need to make a choice, but it's also a card of juggling, looking at making the pros and cons, looking at all the different possibilities of what's possible. And look at this, there's all these different pathways to go through. Which one you're gonna choose? Someone is still of 2 minds, don't know what to do. And here we have mental conflict. Who are you? Here's the little voice. Here's that little, you know, that little red little devil, the good one and the bad one, which you're gonna listen to, right? This was at the bottom of here. So Libra, it's so important whenever, and I'm being called to put that candle on for you, okay? So give me a second here. Let me go ahead and light the candle for you. And yes, this is an old candle container, and I love it so much. So what I do is I put a little tea candle inside of it so I can keep the container because I like the look of it and I like it. So let's light your candle for you, a new candle for you, okay? Libra, let's light that fire. That ending took place, your new beginning is here, okay? Trust and believe, your new beginning is here. Take your time, withdraw your energy, allow the information to come to you, allow spirit to manifest in you, allow your intuition to tell you, to show you where those illusions are. Then for some of you, those illusions are illusions that you are creating in your own mind, okay? Allow yourself to harness your strength. That Leo energy, lion energy is courage, lion energy is strength, right? Rule with their own posture, their own presence. They rule the jungle. Allow yourself. Spirit is giving you some strength here. This is major kind of energy, okay? This is energy from the universe. Things you cannot control this. You cannot stop this. This is the divine. This is God giving you strength, bringing you strength, borrowing you some strength, giving you some strength. Okay, some lion energy for you to overcome this mental conflict, to overcome this indecisiveness, to overcome this feeling, perhaps some of you are being stuck, to overcome this feeling of being of two minds, of all these illusions, of all these maybe possibilities that could be that you're feeling that makes you feel unable to make a decision, and you need to retreat. For you to get all this information, for you to find your balance again, you need first of all to retreat, to really take some moment for yourself, to think, to clear your mind, to clean your space, okay? To feel what do I feel, what's important to me, what do I want, what do I desire, what makes me feel grounded, what inspires me, and what is the truth of all this both-sidedness that you're doing right now. Because right now there's a feeling of you being stuck. There's no movement happening. There's no decisions being made. Because you need to gather your strength. You need to strengthen yourself. You need to find your groundedness, okay? And allowing things that needs to be done with. To release things that are over. To not hold on to the past. Whoa. You saw that, right? Wow. It flew. Well, it's not flew. There's two of them. They flew. And they splashed into like you would think it was a whole stack of cards that fell. It splashed so hard. The noise it made. Whew. All right. Let's go here. My goodness. Unrequited love is one of them, Libra, that came out for you. And it says here, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So for some of you, this is about in regards to relationship. The reason why you have not been able to move forward, the reason why there has not been any movement forward is because that there is something that's lacking in this relationship, okay? Whether it's coming from one person or from the both of you, you going back and forth within your own mind, you're going back and forth within your own self, you're going in circle, and then you have to stop because there is something that's holding you back. That's whether it's your intuition, there is something. There's a sense of an illusion here. For some of you, you are trying to sell yourself the idea, telling yourself, you know what, let me try it that way. Let me try to convince yourself, right? Of like, maybe this is my person. That person does this, that person does that. Like, some of you are just trying so hard to just make it fit, and it just doesn't. When push come to shove, you just couldn't, okay? Because there is something that is not there, that's lacking in this relationship. And here Spirit is saying to call in your soulmates, okay? Oh, let me hold it a little bit longer so you guys can read it for yourself. Calling in your soulmates. And it says here, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So whatever this was, it's not it. Something is missing. Something is just not right there, okay? Unrequited love. The love is not being returned. There is something missing. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. It doesn't have to be physical attraction or chemistry. It could be there is something perhaps in the value system, something perhaps in your in the two clan, like the merging of the two family. There is something here that's making it like that's why you cannot make a decision. That's why you're stuck. That's why these things are not progressing. And Spring is giving you some strength for you to realize it, to accept it, to know that there are certain things, to let go of illusions, okay? To let go of the confusion and the illusions, to accept things for what they are, the phases and cycles of life, to know that you can bring in what you truly want. You can pray it. You can say affirmations every day. You can visualize it. You can write it down on a piece of paper, okay, to bring you that person that you truly want in regards to a love situation, what it is your soulmate look like, what you really desire, how does that person, who is that person, or if you were to create that person on a piece of paper, do that so you can bring that what you really want. Because what you're trying to make fit here, or someone is trying to sell you something here and you're trying to make a decision, you can't, because it just doesn't. Okay, Libra, and I know this may be tough. Some of you may be hard to hear, but that's the way the message is coming through here. And at the bottom here, we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So this is what's facing you. I feel like for some of you, you either may have like a sexual relationship with that person, but there is something lacking. You know that's not your person. Perhaps spiritually, mentally, you're not connecting. For some of you, it's just like a physical relationship. That's what it will always be. You cannot envision yourself like, you cannot envision in yourself moving forward for that person. You say to keep this relationship going. So meaning there's something happening already, okay? There's already a connection, but to keep it going, for it to evolve to the next stage, for you to move in with that person, for you to introduce them to your parents, for you to perhaps accept an engagement, for you to marry that person, have children with them. It's like, whoa, no. You can fathom that. And it's because there's something missing, okay? And I hope this brings you some kind of clarity. And I know it was kind of tough. If it doesn't resonate with you, just know it's not your story. If you're in a happy relationship, you and your person, you're like, good, and you're progressing steadily and happily, this is not your message. This is there for somebody here was of two minds. We have 3 twos here: movement, choices, decisions needing to be made, mental conflict, getting stuck. This is the 2 of wands, where decision usually is like, I chose my one. Someone is stuck looking. A tree is growing out of this because there's like the scent has been in there for so long because there's no movement happening. So there is someone here, and spirit is bringing strength to you, asking you to retreat. Literally. Divine healing, to retreat, to heal yourself, to allow those phases that needs to close, to allow new beginning to happen for you. And you can create your new beginning by calling in your soulmate, by visualizing it, by praying it to be. Okay, Libra? So if this is you going through the situation, this is your message, and have faith and have hope. Know that you can change things around for yourselves, okay? Thank you so much for your continued support. I'll see you next week. Until then, remember, love is the only answer. Bye.